Good afternoon and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 11 and under football. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us here in the Catholic Academy of Sussex County in Sparta. It is beautiful outside, a little warm, but the rain that we had before the 13U game has gone away, and bright skies and sunshine here on Labor Day weekend. So we are so happy you're with us. The 11U squad are set to take on the Orange Bengals 11 and under team, and the captains out at midfield to talk things over with the referees and to hear the ground rules. And it looks like captains today, number 61, Anthony Grego, and number 89, Matthew Schultz. Let's go over the roster for the Pope John Junior Lions 11U team. We start with number 2, Mason Seeger. Number 3 is Logan Mazaway. Number 6, Bennett Pucci. Number 8, Noah Kraus. Number 9, Ted Zawicki. Number 10, Ryder Espinoza. 13 is John McCann. 22, Elon Nisbeth. 27, Alexander Formisano. 28, Danny Filato. 45, Owen Dawson. 61, Anthony Grego. 67, Declan McCarrick. 80 is Roman Pena. Number 85, Cooper Layton. Number 87, James Mahalik. Number 89, Matthew Schultz. And number 97, Braden Convey. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions 11U team is Rob Zawicki. Also, the offensive coordinator is Rob Zawicki. The defensive coordinator is Dan Filato. Assistant coaches, Greg Mazaway, Anthony Grego, Jeff McCarrick, Jose Pena, and Dennis Espinoza and Paul Weibel. The athletic trainers, Gerard Graziano. The team moms are Corinne Schultz and Melanie Zawicki. The Junior Lions athletic director is Brian Carlson. Varsity head coach, Dom Gaston. The league president is Chris Baracco, and the league VP is Dave Diarco. I am Mike Formisano. We are here live at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, for Pope John Junior Lion 11 and under football. Please come back as the Lions will take on the Orange Bengals 11U squad right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under football. Mike Formisano along with you. We are set for kickoff as the Pope John Lions 11 and under squad start their season against the Orange Bengals. 2 scrimmages, actually 3 scrimmages. One against St. James and one against Toms River. Last week against Montclair, and that's all in the rearview mirror as we start the season here for real at Pope John High School. Here is the opening kickoff as the Lions are going right to left of your screen in their blue jerseys with gold numbers, white pants, blue socks, gold helmets with the blue lion on both sides. They're going right to left. Orange in their white jerseys with black pants and black helmets. Here's the kickoff. High and overhead kick down to the 40, and it is fielded by Orange, number 7, cutting to the right side. He's got room to run. He's to the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Orange. Number 7 with a 60-yard kickoff return, and that will put the Bengals up 6-0. So an inauspicious start for the 11U team. down 6-0 already. And we'll see how they rebound from that. Not the start they were looking for. They almost had the man in the backfield. However, he was able to cut the corner, number 7 was, and run down the near sideline and hit Pater. So we'll see how Pope John responds to immediate adversity, I should say. And it looks like Orange is going to go for the 2-point kick. Now again, remember in Pope John Pop Warner football, it's 1 point for a rush or a pass on the point after touchdown, and 2 for a kick. It reverses back to traditional rules once you get to high school. We've got a penalty. Flag down on the play. This could be against Orange, so they'll move it back a few yards. Orange had that problem in the last game that really was the one thing they could not control, was the amount of penalties that they took in the 13U game. So we'll see if this translates over to the 11U squad as well. Everything else worked for them. Orange defeated Pope John 13U by a score of 34-0. So now they spot the ball at the 7-yard line. And I don't think they're going to kick anymore, no. In fact, they have the offense back on the field. Orange is going to go for the 1-point conversion. Number 1 under center, drops back to pass, looking towards the right, rolling to the right, and he is, it's taken away by Pope John. Anthony Grego take it right out of the hands of the quarterback, and he wanted to run for it, but by doing that, it stops play immediately. So Pope John does get the turnover. They stop the point after, but I know in Grego's eyes, you can see them get wide open and thinking maybe I can score 6 on this. But they'll stop the ball, and they'll just go to a kickoff. So good defensive play by the Pope John defense. Anthony Grego taking it out of the hands of the quarterback. If they could do that during regular play, that indeed would have wound up a turnover, and they could have moved the ball downfield. So, score will remain 6-0 Orange over Pope John. Early first quarter here. And we will start up with a new kickoff. Orange actually has, I believe, orange helmets like the 13U team did, but they have these coverings that are supposed to protect the children from concussions. They're these big black cushions. I've seen Pope John players wear them in practice. And so it looks like everybody from Orange has those. Meanwhile, the Pope John helmets are concussion certified, and every step and precaution taken to make sure that the helmets are up to quality, and so they are state of the art. So good to see that all these teams in these leagues are taking care of the concussion issues and making sure that safety is priority number 1. Orange will kick off from the 40. It's 6-0 Bengals over Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under team. Coach Sawicki in his first year of coaching this team. High end over end kick. It's off of the ankles of number 6, Bennett Pucci. Pucci will run forward with it. He cuts back to the middle. He's able to get to the 43. And that's where the Lions will start. 1st and 10 from their own 43. This will be the first offensive play of the season for the Lions. We're glad you're with us here in Sparta, New Jersey this afternoon. A beautiful Sunday afternoon, it turns out. whereas it was raining earlier today. I still have my umbrella in the corner here in the press box, but won't need it going back to the car later, hopefully, as blue skies and some white clouds and the sun beaming through. Here's the snap. Goes to Filato. He hands it off. And Lions get maybe about a yard or two. Danny Filato was under center for that first play. They'll bring up second down for the Lions and get back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions up to the line. 2nd and 10. Movement on the line. It looks to be a false start against Pope John, and it is. 5 yards, and they'll push him back. So the Lions in run formation there. 3 men in the backfield, and movement on the offensive line. 2nd and 15. Movement again from the running back. That is number 8, Noah Krause. Nope, my fault. Number 6, Bennett Pucci. 5-yard penalty on the false start. Now push the Lions back 5 more yards. Now 2nd and 20. And Pucci coming out in favor of Anthony Grego. Here's the snap. Filato has it. Hands off to the right side. And met in the backfield. We got a flag down. See who it's against. That was Cooper Lapin with the run there. Penalty against Orange, so that's going to move the ball upfield and to the Pope John 45. So holding call against Orange. And that will give Pope John a fighting chance to get a first down here. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Lions have to get to the Orange 45. Lions trail 6-0 on an opening kickoff touchdown by the Bengals. That's number 2, Mason Seeger in the shotgun. He is met in the backfield by the Orange defense. Bring him down at the 40-yard line. So Seeger loses 5. And this will bring up 2nd down. So we had an automatic first down before. So it's now 2nd and 15. At the 40, excuse me. At the 40-yard line. Seeger in the gun. He's got 2 running backs beside him. That's Filato, actually. Filato with the pass to Grego. Incomplete. Just fell short of Grego. And so, an incomplete pass that'll bring up 3rd down. So, head coach Zwicky trading between Seeger and Filato at quarterback. Now Seeger coming in. He did that during the scrimmage as well, going back and forth between both quarterbacks. So, Danny Filato, number 28. Mason Seeger, number 2, and it's Seeger out there now as we will run the 3rd down play. 3rd and 15 from the Pope John 40. If you're just joining us, you missed the Pope John 13 and under game, I don't have great news to tell you. 34-0, Orange defeated the Pope John Lions in the first game of the season for the 13U squad. So, Lions will look to reset, regroup for next week, And hopefully the 11U squad will have a better result. They are down 6-0 right now in the first quarter. Uchi in motion. Seeger will roll out to his left towards the near sideline. He's got defenders coming after him, and they meet him in the backfield for the sack. Number 5 drops Seeger for a loss of about 1, maybe 2. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and long, and the Lions are going to punt. It's Grego in the backfield, so it looks like Anthony Grego is going to punt. Grego calling out signals. Here's the snap. Kicks up. Down the field. Good kick. Line drive by Grego. And it gets to the 38. Received by number 6 for Orange. He's cutting to the far sideline. And is tackled there by number 89, Matthew Schultz. Schultz brings down the receiver for Orange, the kick returner, or punt returner, I should say. But he does get into Pope John territory. We'll start up 1st and 10 for the Orange Bengals in Pope John territory. You're going to flag down on the play, and it's going to be against Orange. So we'll move the ball back a few. They'll go from the Pope John 41 all the way back into Orange territory. Big penalty, 15 yards against Orange. And so that will set the Bengals back. That's what happens when we talk about undisciplined football and taking so many penalties. Now, Orange, it didn't bite him in the 13U game, but this is the first example of it really affecting Orange in this one. They spot the ball at the 44 of Orange. 1st and 10. We're in the first quarter. 6-0 Bengals lead over the Lions on a kickoff return for touchdown to begin the game and the season. Movement on the line from the Orange offensive line, and that is going to be a false start. Now we spot the ball at the 39, 1st and 15. Bengals up to the line. 1st and 15. And we got movement again. And another false start penalty against the Bengals, so they can't get on the same page trying to snap the ball. That's going to push it back 5 more yards now to the 34. So 1st and 20 for Orange. Lions team last year at the 11U level was 6-2. Only losses were to Mo Better on opening day, and then a home loss to Rahway. I think it was in week 4. Other than that, the Lions won 6 games, qualified for the playoffs, and faced Rahway as the number 3 seed in the Pop Water playoffs. And they did fall to Rahway in that semifinal game, but to get there, a fumble on the play, and Orange does recover. So, hand off to number 2 there, or number 8, I should say. And he does fall on it before Pope John can recover. The Lions looking to improve on that 6-2 this year. This is week number 1, and they can start doing so this week. Late stages in the first quarter, Orange leads Pope John 6-0. 2nd down and 20 for the Bengals. I formation. Here's snap. Number 25 is going to keep it. We got a penalty. Movement on the line. Is it another false start? It is against Orange. Penalty against the Bengals, and that'll move it back even 5 more. And the Bengals killing themselves with penalties here. That's why these types of games, you're never out of it if you've got time and if you can keep your composure and if you can stay away from penalties. Even though Orange took an early lead in this one, the penalty bug is killing them here. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 6-0 Orange leads over Pope John. We'll be back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey right after this.
Defense, get over here. Let's go. Defense, let's go. Hey, everyone just bring on.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 11U football. Mike Forbesano along with you. The U stands for unders, so 11 and under. And this is really the first level of football that the Catholic Academy of Sussex County can offer as the kids start middle school, 5th and 6th grade. Here's the snap. Goes to number 1 for Orange. Can't turn the corner and is brought down at the 30-yard line. Pope John with a good defensive play. That looks to be number 3, Logan Masway on the tackle. So with all the yardage that Orange lost, they now are dropped in the backfield as well by the Pope John defense. So 3rd and long, they have to get to the Pope John 45-yard line. So make it 3rd and 25. I formation, number 1 in the backfield. Movement on the line from Orange again. Another false start. They'll push it back 5 more. If you've ever played Madden on the PlayStation or Xbox and maybe you forget to pause the game, you've got the ball and you have to go to the restroom, maybe you have to get a pizza out of the oven or something, and the clock continues to run and you get a delay game penalty, another delay game penalty, and you come back and it's like 3rd and 50. I'm like, what happened? And that's what's happening to Orange right now as they continue to go backwards. 3rd, and we're going to make it 30. 3rd and 30 for the Orange Bengals now. You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever played Madden, maybe you doze off for a second and you wake back up and it's like, I'm thinking 5 delay game penalties in a row. And I'm now facing 3rd and 30. Well, that's what's happened with Orange on false start penalties, and now a sack in the backfield by Pope John as they drop quarterback number 1 for a loss. That is number 61, Anthony Grego with the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Bengals looking at 4th, and let's see if we can do this. So 30, the 50's 20, 25, and 3 more. 4th and 28 for Orange. Even if they were to punt it, I still don't think they would get to the 1st down marker. It puts Pope John in a really good position if they can close out Orange on this play, but it hasn't happened yet. Let them do so first. Because not for nothing, Orange could run off a big play here and get 30 yards or 40 yards. So it's 4th and 28. They're going to punt it. Goes back to number 1. High in the air. Takes a Pope John back. Bounce. It goes back to the 20-yard line. And number 8 has to fall on it for Orange. So the kick went high up in the air, but it didn't travel downfield. And it takes a Lion bounce and rolls back to the 20-yard line. So that is going to put Pope John Lions right on the edge of the red zone as they start up offense here. 1st and 10 from the Orange 20, maybe 21-yard line. I think that's the end of the first quarter as the referees are moving downfield. We've reached the end of quarter number 1. It's the Orange Bengals 6. The Pope John Lions no score, but the Lions will start in Orange territory when we come back. Second quarter action, we'll be back to you right after this. Welcome back to the Catholic Academy of Sussex County in northern New Jersey, Sparta to be exact, and Pope John High School as the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad are taking on the Orange Bengals. It's 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of Orange as the Lions now going left to right on your screen. I formation, Danny Filato with the pitch back to Mason Seeger. Seeger will cut the corner, try and get to the far sideline, can't beat the defender there. Number 7 makes the tackle on Seeger. So Mason may have gotten back to the line, may have lost 1. That's about it. So 2nd down now. They're going to mark the ball at the 21. Filato now quarterbacking for the Lions. And he's trading off between him and Seeger. Second and 11. Filato under center. I formation. Number 6, Pucci, and number 85, Leighton. And here's Leighton with the run to the right and up the middle. And he gains about 3, maybe 4 yards on the run. So Leighton in the tailback spot and Pucci in the fullback. Change of personnel now. Grego and Nisbeth and number 67, McCarrick in the game, along with number 10 for Pope John, and that is Ryder Espinoza. Also number 2, Seeger back in. We have a timeout on the field. Coach Sawicki wants to talk things over. We'll take one as well. 6-0 Orange over Pope John here in the second quarter, but the Lions are threatening. We will be back to Pope John High School in Paternostro Stadium right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta for Pope John 11 and U football. Mike Formasano along with you calling today's action as the 11U squad taking on the Orange Bengals 11 and under squad. It's 6-0 Orange over Pope John The Lions looking to finish the day 1-1 as 13U fell to Orange in the earlier game by a score of 34-0. Here's third down for Pope John now. Seeger will hand off. Fumble on the play. And we'll see. Orange recovers. So the handoff was supposed to go to number 3, Logan Masway. The ball popped out. And Orange will take over. Bad break for Pope John. And now Orange will start up from inside their own 20. 6-0 Orange leads over Pope John. We'll give you some updates about the other games for Pope John this past weekend. The freshman team won 30-22 over DePaul Catholic right here at Pope John High School on the Blue Smurf Turf on Thursday afternoon. Great game by Pope John. It was a hit. I have to talk about it. I see Eric Camarelli watching on the bottom of the screen right now, and son Michael plays goal for lacrosse and plays defensive tackle for Pope John. Had a hit on a DePaul Catholic guy, and I heard that reverberate from about 50 yards away. Incredible hit. But Pope John winning that game on the freshman level, 30-22, to start their season 1-0 as they defeat DePaul Catholic. And they usually play their games Thursdays, 4 p.m. So please get to those games if you can. And in varsity, they took on DePaul Catholic on Friday night. We'll let you know about that in just a second. Run out the middle by number 14 for Orange, and he is brought down at about the 30-yard line. Number 28 for Pope John, Danny Filato, makes the tackle. So for the varsity team, they took on DePaul Catholic on Friday night at DePaul in Wayne. And started out well for Pope John. The Lions took a 7-6 lead and then scored another touchdown, but it was reversed on a penalty. And with about 20 seconds to go in the first half, DePaul took the lead 12-7. And they would not be denied. They took control of the game in the second half. And the final score was DePaul 45 and Pope John 17. So Coach Tom Gaston and the Lions will look to rebound, and they will take on Paramus Catholic right here Saturday afternoon at noon here at Pope John High School. It's senior day. Run up the middle by Orange. That's number 8. And he gets to about the 38-yard line. So then varsity has a game against Kellenberg Memorial on Long Island on Saturday, September 14th. And then they will come back home to take on Bergen Catholic on, I think, the 28th. And then after that will be at Del Barton. So that's the schedule for the first 5 games for Pope John, the varsity team. Again, 13U and 11U, we do not find out the schedule or the times of the games from Pop Warner until middle of the week. So here's snap number 25, the handoff, and he's met right in the backfield and brought down by number 89, Matthew Schultz. Big tackle by Schultz, and drops the running back for Orange for a loss. That'll bring up third down for Orange. So the ball is spotted at the 35, maybe 36-yard line. No, it's the 35. And the Bengals have to get to the 40. So 3rd and 5. We are midway through the second quarter here. Bengals with a 6-0 lead. Quarterback will roll to his right, past Pucci and past Masway, but brought down by Filato right at about the 40, maybe 41. So it looks like the Orange quarterback does get the first down. First down, and a very generous spot as the ball is at the 42. Now the referees will move back to the 41. Yeah, I think the Orange running back or quarterback made sure to put it down, maybe a little forward than where he was tackled. So, well, the referees will spot at the 41. And again, the officiating crew for Pop Warner has always been very solid and very accurate. You know, you see sometimes with officiating crews, it can be questionable and everything. I can't say that about Pop Warner officials at all. They have been terrific in the 2 years that the Pope John Junior Lions have been in this league. So, number 5, the quarterback for Orange. He'll take the snap, hand off, right to his left, and brought down by number 45 for Pope John. That is Owen Dawson on the tackle. Dawson may have received help from Logan Masway, number 3. And a gain of 1 for Orange.
Let's go, Grego, I need you in. Roman, go.
Substitutions into the game. Rowan Pena, number 80 for Pope John, along with Anthony Grego, 61. And in the free safety spot, Alex Forbisano, number 27. Orange up to the line, and we have a flag on the play. False start. And that'll push Orange back 5 more yards. We're in the second quarter. The Bengals lead Pope John 6-0. And the officials looking at the time on their watches as they keep time and score on the field. Bengals up to the line. Ball spotted at the 37 of Orange. They have to get to the Pope John 49 for a first down. It's second and long. Number 5 under center, I formation. 25, I should say. Handoff goes to the tailback, 22, cuts to the right, and is brought down by the Pope John defense. That is number 95, 97, I should say. Let's correct that. Number 89, Matthew Schultz on the tackle there. So Schultz brings down the running back for Orange. And that is going to bring up third down. So third and about 13 for the Bengals. Number 25 under center. Here's the snap. Gets hit. Fumble. Recovered by 27. And Anthony Grego brings him down for Pope John. Well, it went back to the running back, number 22, and he picked up the ball, but had nowhere to go as Grego flattens him. And now the ball spotted at the 33-yard line of Orange. Fourth down and long to go. The Bengals would have to get to the Pope John 49-yard line for a first down. So, 4th and 18. We've got a timeout on the field. Orange wants to talk things over. We'll take one as well. 6-0 Bengals lead over the Pope John Lions. We'll be back to Pope John High School right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion 11U football, Mike Forbisano here, calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us. 4th and long for Orange at their own 33. Bengals get set. Here's the snap. Number 1, the quarterback back to pass. He finds a receiver. Number 7 gets past number 10 from Pope John, past Grego, and he is off to the races to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Orange. Number 7 with a 67-yard touchdown reception. On 4th and 18, number 1 finds number 7 for Orange, and it's a backbreaker for Pope John. What a crushing blow for head coach Rob Zawicki and his 11U Pope John Lions. He had Orange dead to rights, and the Bengals make magic out of nothing. Number 7 with the 67-yard touchdown reception, and that'll make the score 12-0 Orange over Pope John. Now, it looks like they're going to kick for the extra point here. Number 99 back to kick for Orange. And he'll approach it from straight away. Here's the snap. It goes back to 99. He's going to try and run it in. And he is brought down before the goal line. So no point after for Orange. I don't know if that was the play or not. But it went over the hands of the holder and went right to 99. 99 catches it. And he goes straight forward with it. Can't break the plane into the back of the end zone, however, so the score will remain 12-0. I was going to say, the way he was setting up, you remember how kickers used to kick in the NFL. The person I'm thinking of is Mark Mosley, who used to kick for the Washington Redskins and I think for the Cleveland Browns for a little while. And he used to be a straightaway kicker where he would just approach it and kick the ball from straight on, as opposed to the traditional soccer-style kicking that you see now in the National Football League and throughout college and high school. Well, he didn't get a chance to kick as the ball was over the placeholder's hands. Went right to the kicker. He tried to advance it forward past the goal line and couldn't do so. So, that will make the score 12-0 Orange over the Pope John Junior Lions. So the kickoff from the 40. Lions set up on the left side of the field. Here's the kick from 99, and it's right down the field. Takes a bounce over Grego's head, but it goes over to number 6, Benepucci. Cuts to the right, and he is brought down by number 0 for Orange. Pucci tackled at about the Pope John 38, maybe 39-yard line, and that's where the Lions will start up. 1st and 10, Pope John from their own 39. So the Lions in the huddle, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Down 12-0 to the Orange Bulldogs. I'm sorry, the Orange Bengals. It was the Montclair Bulldogs they played last week. The Bengals scored their touchdowns on the first play of the game, a kickoff return, and then a 67-yard touchdown pass from number 1 to number 7 on 4th and 18 here in the second quarter. We'll see if the Lions can turn on their offense, score some points here. If they can get a score before halftime, that would behoove them. Roman Pena coming on to the field. Here's a set. Handoff from Pope John right into the middle. Nothing to gain there as it went into a massive humanity. Now, timeout on the field is Coach Wiki talking things over with his team. We're going to take a timeout as well. Late second quarter. It is 12-0 Orange over Pope John. We'll be back to Pope John High School right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta. For Pope John Junior Line 11U football, Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us on this Labor Day weekend. A beautiful day here in Sparta, New Jersey. It's 2nd and 10 for the Lions here in the second quarter, trailing 12-0. Quarterback in the shotgun, that's Filato. He'll take the snap. He rolls to his right, being chased over the head of number 81, who was the defensive tackle for Orange, and the ball falls to the turf incomplete. Substitutions in, number 22 for Pope John, Elon Nisbeth, in place of number 27, Alex Formasano. Lions up to the line. Filato under center. One man in the backfield. It looks to be Anthony Grego. Here's the snap. Filato back to pass. Deflected by number 8 at the line. And incomplete. So number 8, the defensive tackle for Orange, got a hand on Filato's pass. And it fell harmlessly to the turf. Coach Wiki calls another timeout for Pope John, so we'll take one as well. 12-0 Orange leads late second quarter over Pope John. We'll be back to Sparta, New Jersey right after this. Welcome back to the Catholic Academy of Sussex County and Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion 11U football, Mike Formasano here calling today's game. Thank you for joining us here on this Labor Day weekend. It's 4th down, and the Lions have to get to their own 49-yard line. So 4th and 10. Here's Mason Seeger. He's going to roll to his left, looking for the far sideline. He's got the first down toward the sideline and into Orange territory. So Seeger needed 10. He got about 13. First down, Pope John. Yeah, spot the ball at the 47. So officially a 12-yard gain. A big, big run for Pope John there. And it proves that they can move the ball against this Orange defense. We'll see if they can continue to do so. It is getting late in the second quarter. You can see the players and the coaches moving quickly to get these plays off now, as they know that there's little time left. Time is being kept by the referees on the field. In fact, the back judge is looking at his watch right now. Shotgun for the Lions. It goes back to Seeger. He'll run to the left. Orange, they will stop him, but not after he gets back at least to the line of scrimmage. Lions looking for that big play that will set them off toward the end zone and maybe find pay dirt before the end of this half. Penalty against Orange, and that's going to move the ball further into Bengal territory. It goes from the 48, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Huge 15-yard penalty against Orange. And so now the Lions have to go from the 33. First down for Pope John. Seeger in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Flushes to his right. Got a flag down. Incomplete by Seeger. It's going to be a hold against Pope John. Now it is declined by Orange. So that will bring up third down. Another timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Late stages in the second quarter. It is Pope John trailing Orange 12-0. The teams are actually heading to the tent, and I think that may be halftime. Just want to get confirmation here. So yeah, players to the benches, and that's going to be halftime. So we will cut this feed and start up a new one in just a few minutes. It is Orange over Pope John, 12-0 at the half. Come back for second half action in about 5-10 minutes. From Sparta, New Jersey, this is Mike Formasano. Pope John football, the Lions trail 12-0 at the half against the Orange Bengals. We'll be back for second half action after halftime.